Hello, and welcome to a deep dive into Microsoft Excel. In this video, I'll be looking at Microsoft Excel and its many features and applications in a real-world company. That company is id Software, a video game development company based in Dallas, Texas. I'll be looking at the many ways one can use Excel in a business, such as using financial functions, multi-sheet workbooks, and creating and sorting tables. Welcome to id Software, a video game development company based in Dallas, Texas, focused on making not only the best games in the video game industry, but the most innovative and well-made. We're a studio powered by leading-edge technology and the brightest of minds, meaning that our team is always at the ready to bring our customers the best possible games. One of id Software's hallmarks is the innovative use of technology we have in the office. A big part of this presentation will be how we use Microsoft Excel in the office and how it helps to optimize game development and all other processes in the business. Ever since 1991, when id Software was founded, our motto has been innovation, immersion, and intensity. We take those three words to heart, not only in how we develop video games, but how we work in the office. We want to be innovative, we want to immerse our employees into their work, and we want the work to be intense and fulfilling. To achieve this goal, we have to use nothing but the absolute best methods of work. One of those is Microsoft Excel. Now, let's get to it and talk about how Microsoft Excel is used at id Software. As a video game company, every single computer at id Software has a wide variety of programs in it, from development programs to art production programs. Every single computer at id Software has something different. However, Excel is just about the only program that can be found on every single system in the office. Without it, we'd be like fish out of water. Excel is used for tons of useful things at the office. For example, creating and calculating office mortgage schedules using financial functions and other similar documents is one of the most common functions at id Software. We also keep track of computer components that are available to employees and staff using Microsoft Excel. Additionally, we also like to accumulate sales data using multi-page worksheets. All of these are factors we'll look at for the remainder of this video. First, let's talk about financial functions and data tables and how they're used at id Software through Microsoft Excel. As a game company, id Software needs to know as much info as possible at a given time. Things like game budgets, game licenses, the costs of production, and pricing strategies for games are extremely important information that we need available to us at all times. Without the ability to create that information and in turn make decisions, id Software would be left unable to operate efficiently. Microsoft Excel is the perfect remedy for this. Financial functions allow us to optimize the retrieval of financial information and in turn allows the company to make smarter decisions. Excel essentially makes using financial functions to get information extremely simple. It doesn't take long to set up a table with formulas that give you the exact info you need. And on top of that, the data required before you even get that information is extremely limited. One could use financial functions and data tables to determine things such as mortgage payments, interest payments and the schedule for said interest payments, salary payments and schedule, game budgeting, and amortization schedules for intangible assets like licenses on video games or intellectual properties. This is a perfect example of Excel being used in id Software. This is an example of our most recent office mortgage payment calculator and a calculation of our varying interest rate schedule. With very simple information, as you can see, the rate and the term of our insurance, and things like the price of our mortgage, the down payment, and the loan we got for it, we're able to know absolutely everything we need to know about the subject, such as the total cost and the total interest we'll be paying over time, and how that interest will be represented throughout the varying rates. Because we're able to create such simple, clean, and effective worksheets, the information that we're able to get from them makes the decision-making process at id Software monumentally easier. Additionally, this table is also extremely helpful for letting us know valuable financial information. For example, the info we get from this table could help us allot the budget needed for the mortgage of the office efficiently, and knowing how much money we should spread throughout the company lets us know how much we can spend on other things such as game development, and in turn, having this table created will help us efficiently determine our game development budget costs, as well as any other costs in the company. Now, onto multi-sheet workbooks. In a company, and especially at id Software, where information gets easily lost, information needs to be easy to find, and it's even better if that information can be used in conjunction with other pieces of info. Using multiple sheets in a workbook on Microsoft Excel allows us to do all of this. Multi-sheet workbooks essentially let us compile information and combine it in ways that reveal new information. Below is our most recent quarterly financial comparison sheet. In this document, we compared this year's second quarter to last year's. This document essentially lets us know all kinds of important information, such as the percentage increase or decrease in sales, how long an increase in sales is maintained, when sales begin to decrease again, and to evaluate company performance overall. This is our sales data from last year and this year. In this scenario, in year 2, we had steady sales with one major increase in January. In year 3, however, this is our sales data from last year and this year. In this scenario, in year 2, we had steady sales with one major increase in January. In year 3, however, right around March, we can perceive a massive spike to the release of one of our newest games. Having such a table lets us know all of this without even having to look up the information throughout the company's database. We can simply look at either this consolidated table, which holds information for both years, or we can go into each individual year and see the amounts, see the projected change from the previous year, and this is common throughout all of these. Having such a table and implementing it company-wide essentially consolidates information everywhere. Everything is easy to find, and the information from things such as years and quarters, which, instead of using them individually, we decide to combine them and make new information from those combinations. And in turn, we're able to evaluate our performance at id Software much more easily. Now, on to our last point, creating, querying, and sorting tables. Video game development technology is constantly changing, and id Software is dedicated to staying on top. So, as new components and hardware enter the market and our office, we need to ensure that our database of equipment is consistently updated. After all, we need an accessible way of finding and sorting through the items available to our staff. Microsoft Excel lets us do this thanks to its table creation and sorting features. By creating and sorting tables, employees are able to figure out if what they need is available on the fly. This allows the storage and collection of equipment and hardware to be optimized and as simple as possible. For example, if an employee needs something, they can simply look at the worksheet and sort with the criteria that fits their needs. So, let's suppose a game director of art needs a new drawing tablet because his broke. What they'll do is go onto the sorting table, such as the one we've provided here below. Once on the storage evaluation table, they'll be presented with the data of all equipment currently in storage. They'll be able to set criteria that they want right up here, and they'll be able to see all of the equipment that fits the criteria that they set. So, let's say this game director of art put in this specific criteria, and he found that his drawing tablet, listed right here, is not available. What he'll do next is go back to the criteria range, change the criteria, go back to the extract area, and see exactly what and how many of the items that his criteria set match. In conclusion, Microsoft Excel is one of the most vital functions at id Software. Without it, we'd be completely sunken. It's omnipresent throughout the entire company, and its many features, such as table sorting and creation, multi-page worksheets, and financial functions and data tables, allow us to go about our game development as efficiently as possible and to stay ahead of the competition.